Hey, my name is Josh, and this is my wife Allison, and we are so excited to be launching a church in Kansas City in September of 2019. It's a city that desperately needs something that we believe that God has ordained us to do, and that's bring hope. I believe that every change happens when they first have hope. Without hope, there is no change. And all of the biggest problems that that city has are all family oriented, which we believe that God has given us a skill set to approach and just to pour into people's lives. So, through various different strategies, we're just very excited about launching this church and hopefully partnering with ARC. And we're excited about partnering with you because you do have a lot of the values that really are in our DNA. One of the ones that you mentioned was generosity, and we believe that that is a key factor in what we're going to do with our church.
Yeah, generosity is really going to be at the heart of our church. And, we believe that generosity is not something that we do, but it's really who we are. And that starts at the top with Josh and myself. It goes to our staff and our staff families, all the way out to our congregation and into our city. And we really want to love on our community before they even hit our doors. And so we're going to do that by giving of our time, our energy, our resources. I really believe that generosity reflects the heart and the nature of God. And that's what we want to be, as a church that looks like Jesus and acts like Jesus. And so we want to partner together and really bring generosity and be generous to the people that we have been called to reach.
Absolutely, inside our church and outside the four walls of our church. We believe that there's a great ministry that's being missed by many churches by just trying to bring everyone inside our four walls. So we're absolutely about being outside the four walls. When we're inside the four walls, we do want to be a life-giving church. And by that, I mean I grew up in a church where you went because you had to, you went because you were supposed to. I don't know that anyone ever really walked out too different or too changed or too inspired, and I think that's sad because all of life comes from God. All the good things that life is comes from God, and the consequences of sin is death. And I think that we experience and are around that in the world every day, just this sense of death and this sense of despair. And when people come to church, we want to make sure that we have a church that has a culture inside and outside to be life-giving, that when people come in, they are actually feeling the life that God has for them, the life for the purpose for their life, the hope for their life, the direction for their life, the fact that their life is not a mistake, and that they're not a mistake, but who it is that God wants them to be is still possible, and that every time they get in there, they get refreshed just through systematic ways of having our values and our team and our culture. So we're really pumped about that, and we want to do it in the most honoring way that we can. I know that I don't think I've ever seen one church reach an entire city. There's some great churches out there that are doing a great job reaching their city, but I know that to reach an entire city, you need more than just one church. Churches need to work together. And it's very easy to get distracted by what we don't agree on instead of focusing on what we do agree on, and that's a biblical church that wants to follow Jesus and point people to Jesus and reach people for Jesus. So many things that we can just focus on that we do agree on in reaching people and helping people, and we always want to make sure that we're helping people as much as we can, even if they're from other churches. I don't see a church as a competition. I see them as a brother.
Yes.
Because not everyone's going to like the flavor that we are, or other. And that's why I'm so glad that Baskin Robbins is not the only one with 31 flavors. I'm glad that God has people ordained with different personalities and different giftings to start different churches, because I think people need that. So we're really excited to launch this. We're both nervous and excited. It's there's things that we know we don't know, and there's things that I don't even know that I don't know, and we're excited to learn from you guys. There's a few people that we know that have launched through your ministry and have been very successful, and they've said nothing but great things about you guys, and so we would love to learn. So as far as being teachable, please teach us. I welcome it. I need it. We both do, and even our team, we're excited to learn how to be the best that we can be with everything that God's given us, and how to be the most effective church that we possibly can be. So thank you for looking at this video and considering us to partner with as we are getting ready to take the next steps. I hope that they are with you. So thank you, and God bless.